Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is a What a Day post. Okay, so yesterday, I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, I really be acting like I'm pregnant. You would think I am a pregnant woman at this point. I'm fat, but I am not pregnant. Tell me why yesterday I got off work. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't tired. I had a great amount of rest. I had 7 to 8 hours of sleep before I went into work. Even though I went to sleep when I got home, woke up, and then went back to sleep again, it was still combined an hour, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So anyway, I got home from work, ate my breakfast, watched a couple of episodes of the show, and went to sleep for like 3 to 5 hours. I don't know what's wrong with me. So anyway, before I went to sleep, somebody was messaging me, my coworker that I keep telling y'all that before he started working in the capacity in which he works now, doing the job that I do, he used to do little stuff to make me believe that he liked me. And I was just like, no. I got my confirmation yesterday that he does like me, but still no. He had, like, his youngest child is 10 months old. He's had 2 kids with the same woman. And I'm like, no. It wouldn't surprise me if he was living with the baby mama. And I'm like, no. But yeah, y'all, I'm not interested in nobody, but he ain't never been of interest to me. So yeah, but anyway, he is hilarious. He be having me dying. So when we were at work, the last day that we were at work, I knew he was gonna have to work over. So after he had been working over, he was messaging me from work for the last 4 hours of him being at work. So y'all know that was my day my last day of work. So he messaging me, saying little crazy stuff, and I'm dying laughing at him. So here we go with after he got off work. So he's still messaging me. So I'm like, what in the world? Didn't get to go to sleep yet. You would have thought I went straight to sleep, but I didn't. He's talking to me like pretty much this entire time, and I'm watching shows first, and in between him messaging me. So then he is continuously messaging me. I might pull it up on here to tell y'all some of the messages, but it was, let me put this down. It's essentially about the side hip. Like, don't nobody like her. It's ridiculous. So he reading her as usual. Like, don't nobody like her. It's crazy. And then he got his kids, and then he took them, and they were driving to North Carolina. So I noticed that the communication kind of like started getting, slower. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe he with his kids. Cool. That's what I'm automatically thinking. And I'm like, shoot, I'm getting sleepy anyway. I don't care. So I wanted to do something before then. By this time, it's lunchtime. So I'm like, man, I need to make my lunch. So I go in the kitchen, start making my lunch and all of that or whatever, right? And so he messages me and was like, hey, call me. I'm driving. I'm not going to be able to talk to you like that. And I'm hesitant, like, I don't know about all that, because I know he liked me. Like, this man that set it off. He didn't told me that I be smelling good every day and that he just been, refraining from saying something about it. And he tells me all the time that I look good and that I need to stop being insecure about my shape because my shape look good. And he think that's why the side heifer be having such an issue with me. And I'm like, boy, anyway. And I divert that conversation every time he says something like that. Anytime he says something about my shape and all of that, boy, get away from here. So anyway, we talking. And I was like, I'll call this boy, whatever. Because part of me was like, oh, he driving. Ain't nobody got time for him to wreck out again. And he got kids with him this time. So that kind of made me be like, you know what, I made my decision up then. I was like, I'm going to call him. So, I didn't know where he was driving to at the time, though, y'all. So, get on the phone with him. He was like, hey, what's up? I said, nothing. What you doing? He was like, I'm driving to go get some fireworks. So, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking he finna go up the street to the typical Sam's, Walmart, and all that stuff locations that have the fireworks around here. No, this man is driving to Raleigh, North Carolina. I said, why? There is a location that I know back in the day when I used to live in Raleigh, North Carolina, it used to be like right outside of like, it was like a random area that wasn't Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm saying to myself, Maybe he means to say that location. I mean, like everywhere that I have ever been, whenever I have been on the road, when it was a holiday like that, where they actually had fireworks out and about, they would have big random places that sell them, and they would advertise it, and they'd be like, oh, it's off this exit, and you could see it from the exit, and it'll be in a random place, a random town. But he finna drive all the way to North Carolina for some fireworks. I was like, sir, gas is high. Like, what? Why? Your oldest child is what? Maybe 2? I was like, dang. I mean, I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna remember. But why did you set it off like that? He was like, I don't want them sorry fireworks. I went up there last year and they ain't do nothing. So at the time, that was the only child that was pretty much in existence. The oldest. And I'm just like, but gas high. Who am I? Anyway, so he driving and he's talking to me about, he didn't know if the kids were hungry or whatever, because in the background, the kids start kind of like whining and crying. I'm like, you need to tend to the kids. So the kids, okay. He was like, I think one of them got to go to the bathroom. I might have to change the youngest one's diaper, whatever. I was like, okay, do that. So then he got off the phone with me, did that, and then called me back. So I was like, okay. So then we talking for a good little while. Then the kids start crying again. I was like, okay, so what's going on with the kids now? He was like, I think they're hungry. He asked the older child what she wanted to eat. And he was like, okay, she said she want Wendy's. They tried to go to Wendy's, wherever they was at this particular time. They were like maybe 45 minutes to an hour away from this city at that time. And so he said the line was too long and he didn't feel like waiting, so they went somewhere else. They ended up going to Hardee's, and I'm just like, I'm not here for nobody's Hardee's. Hardee's breakfast was really the only thing that I liked. I have never liked anything that was lunch or dinner related from Hardee's. I don't care about a chicken tender, a burger, a fry, none of it. And like I told y'all before, those of y'all who have been here, some of the best ice cream was the Hershey's ice cream. That was the cheesecake ice cream that they had. That was at Hardee's. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I said, if it wasn't breakfast every other blue moon, I would only go to a Hardee's to get ice cream. The cheesecake ice cream by Hershey's. They used to have this big old bucket that was down in this area. I mean, they had so many, I don't know. Any of y'all who are from Montgomery, the Hardee's that was off the boulevard, they used to have this ice cream part. Like when you first walked in the door. I couldn't believe they had so many flavors. But anyway, they used to have cheesecake. And like I said, I asked them one day what was the company. I don't remember if they eventually started putting the name on it or whatever, but they said it was Hershey's. That is the best cheesecake ice cream I ever had in my life, child. Anyway, or at least it was. I don't know if they changed what it tastes like, but yeah, that was the only reason why I would go to anybody's Hardee's. So I was like, ugh, whatever. So he get back on the road. Well, he was actually on the phone with me when he was ordering the food or whatever, and we was just talking. So he's talking about the side heifer. Don't nobody like her. It is ridiculous. Like, he was like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why anybody would sit up there and deal with her when they got a wife. Like, that's just disrespectful. So he was making it seem like he is on the same, you know, type of time that everybody else is on. Y'all, I forgot to tell y'all, wait a minute. So yesterday, I took my last break. This woman overheard my conversation. I think I did tell y'all. She overheard my conversation. She went off. Like, she went off about the married man. Because she looked around the car like, wait a minute, who y'all talking about? But once she realized it was him, she read him all the way down to the ground, y'all. I was about to slide down in the floor. I was laughing so hard. I started screaming. Y'all don't be understanding. They be killing me. I be like, y'all gonna have to stop killing me if y'all want me to stop laughing. If y'all say something hilarious, I don't care where I'm at, I'm gonna die laughing on the spot. You might as well go ahead and hang it up flat screen. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. That one went off. So this dude today, this other guy who brings resources to us most of the days of the week when I'm at work, because he has his days off 99% of the time. Lucky. So he makes a habit of texting me like almost every day, like outside of work. I don't know what for, but whatever. He got a girlfriend, and I'm gonna need him to understand and remember that at all times. So anyway, he over here talking about, tell me why today this fool randomly gonna ask me, if the side heifer bit you, what would you do? I looked at that message. I read it again. I was like, I know he ain't asked me what I think he asked me. Guess what I said? I said, I will stomp her out real quick, and then I will proceed to leave work and go to the urgent care to get a shot. Like, ain't nobody got time. He was like, yo, you wild. Then he gonna come back behind her and talk about, man, you rude. I was like, how am I rude? I said, she is rude. If she were to go around biting people, that's disrespectful and rude. Like, what you mean? I would have every right to stomp that heifer out if she was to put any type of bodily fluid on me. Bite me, touch me. I told him all bets are off. If she was to ever touch me, if she ever initiated touching me, it's a wrap. All bets are off. The gloves are off. Ain't nobody got time. So he was like, man, I gotta stop talking to you. My negativity is rubbing off on you. I was like, no, her negativity is rubbing off on everyone else. I told him, I said, if one more person come to me complaining about this heifer, I'ma scream. Like, it's crazy. Every single day, somebody approaches me about this heifer. I be minding my business. I never bring this heifer up in conversation, and people come out of nowhere and start talking to me about her, about how disgusted they are with her because she has a nasty attitude and she thinks she know everything. It just be so much stuff, and I'm just like, child, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all need to tell management. Y'all need to tell upper management. Why don't y'all tell management? Why don't y'all tell HR? I done went to HR and told them. I done went to my supervisor and told them. If y'all would do the same thing, that might be able to help us to get this heifer out the door. That would get the ball rolling a little bit faster. I don't understand. So anyway, I just be like, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. Then tell me why one of my friends gonna message me. Gonna send me a message about some mwah. Like a kiss. Mwah. I don't know why I can't say it right now. My mouth is doing something weird because I'm trying to say it. It's never happened before. Mwah. I can't, anyway, M-U-A-H. Y'all know. That's basically what he was doing, right? And so, you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that, y'all remember Living Single? Where Regine would always say smooches and all that stuff. I say smooches, and I leave like kiss emojis and stuff for my friends and stuff, depending on what we are talking about and all that stuff. This is a guy, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And if we cool, y'all gonna get the same treatment. We gonna hug, we gonna all of that. So I'm just saying. So anyway, he gonna send me a message or some moi. And so I waited for a little while and I messaged him back. I was like, what's up? What's happening? What's going on? So he was like, you tell me. He trying to make it seem like I've been acting funny towards him and all this other stuff. I was like, now, sir, we're not finna do this. Like, we're not finna do this. Y'all, I haven't told y'all this because I've been trying to just keep it in. Been trying to wait on him to do what he's supposed to do, what he said he was gonna do. And I'm just like, we just gonna act like this ain't a situation. So to make a long story short, this man had a baby with somebody. Like, somebody got pregnant by him. He has a baby that is like less than 6 months old right now. And he just kept posting on social media talking about my life has changed for the better and all this other stuff. And we had just become friends on there. I typically don't be initiating. He randomly was like, well, can we be friends on Facebook? I was like, I mean, I guess. So we had already been, you know, following each other on Instagram. And he don't even be on there like that. He's mainly on TikTok because he dances and all this other stuff. So yeah, y'all, I was like, okay, cool. He is talented and it's therapeutic for him. That's cool and all. But don't tell me, oh, the only thing that he has told me was that I have found out some amazing news and da-da-da-da-da. He just kept talking about he found out some amazing news, some life-changing news. And so I'm like, oh, okay, since we're friends, I'm saying to myself, oh, he gonna tell me, because he's told me some very, very personal stuff about his mom and his dad that most people don't even know. So I'm thinking he gonna tell me whatever this is. He knew he was wrong, so that's why this man has yet to part his lips about the fact that he has a baby that lives in this city with us, and that he had gotten into a relationship with the child's mother, which is toxic because they ain't even, child, every time I look up, I don't even y'all, it's so bad that I don't even respond. I don't like nothing he put up. I don't react to anything he puts up. If he puts up a video, I make a point not to watch it, because if there's a way that he can see that I viewed the video, I don't even want him to even say, well, I saw my video. Like, he one of them people, he would do something like that. And I'm like, child, I ain't got time for it. So anyway, how we friends and you don't even tell me that you have a whole baby out here? You don't even tell me that you have a girlfriend. So when all of this actually started coming about, I started noticing that he was pulling back and acting weird. And I was like, my spidey senses are tingling and I don't know why. And so, like I keep telling y'all, I be having this woman's intuition. It be the most random stuff. And I be like, let me go see what's going on. Because if I'm not asking them and we are friends on social media, I'm going to go look and see. So that's what I did. As soon as I went and looked to see if there was any kind of information out there on social media, he had just posted that he was in a relationship with this heifer and posted pictures of the baby. And I'm like, and when I tell y'all he cannot deny this child for nothing in life, can't deny it. No DNA test, no DNA test is needed. No DNA test is needed. And I was just like, I was taken aback because I'm like, how are we friends? You ain't even told me about a baby. I love children. You know what I'm saying? And if your child's mother was cool with it, I wouldn't mind still having moments where you and I link up and, you know, we doing what we doing, which is we watch TV. Like, we like a lot of the same stuff. So I'm like, you could bring the baby over here and we can watch TV shows while you watching her and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hanging out with your child, doing what you're doing. But you have yet to say, I have a child, I have a baby. Y'all, he got a whole teenager that live in Maryland. Child, he in Maryland right now for the holiday. And I think they're going to do like some kind of family reunion too. So hopefully he spends some time with his son. But he has a daughter here in this city. And I'm just like, child, I'm going to keep, since you want to act dumb, like you don't know what's going on, I'm going to act dumb too. I've just had to get to a point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try to be on the same type of time everybody else is on. Because typically I like will worry myself about stuff, trying to figure stuff out, and I'm trying to do the most. I'm not finna give off the energy that I used to give. Normally I set it off and I message people like crazy. Hey, how you doing? I'm initiating everything. I'm not doing it no more. Like and then like after I said, what's up to his message, moi, he was like, well, you tell me. And basically trying to make it seem like I'm acting funny. I was like, I'm not acting funny. You're a very busy man. And I just distance myself from everyone and let everybody do what they do. And I just keep to myself. So then he gonna try to go back and forth with me. And I'm like, now, sir, you know that you and I both have the receipts. All you have to do is go back in your phone and see that I initiate a whole lot of messages. And there have been some where I would reach out to you and you said nothing. And it was all during a time where his phone was very much so on. And he was with the on again, off again baby mama girlfriend. Her status says that she's in a relationship with herself. They will literally get on social media. Well, he will initiate it. He'll get on social media and be like, I don't want much. I just want love. I give so much love. And people don't respond well to it. It's like he be putting all his business out there. And I just be looking like, while reading it, I just be like, oh, this is what's going on today. She will respond reading him. And then like he'll put up other statuses where it's like he's having a moment of realization that, oh, she ain't with me today. And people will tell him, you need to learn how to heal. You need to go somewhere and heal. And she'll come behind him and be like, yeah, say it louder for him to understand. Like, you might need to DM him and help him to understand that he needs to get over stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, their relationship or lack thereof plays out on social media. And I just be like, child, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I ain't with nobody. Like, it's the foolishness for me. I am not here for it. I'm so glad that I ain't got to deal with that foolishness. So glad. So glad. Like, she even was posting stuff talking about some, if you've ever been with my baby daddy, then you good, you can have him and all this other stuff. I'm like, what is going on here? It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? And like, he's very, like, I tell y'all all the time that I'm weird. He is a whole nother level of weird. Okay? But it's not so weird that I would be like, you know what? I need to take a hiatus from your existence, sir. It ain't nothing like that. He just, he got a lot of growing up to do. And, he ain't nowhere near where he need to be in his life. He is too old to be where he is in his life. I just can't. So, like I said, I reciprocate the energy that I get. Now, I try not to be evil. And even when I don't hear from him and several other people, I will still reach out and be like, hey, y'all, how y'all doing? Whatever, whatever. That's just like the dude that I ghosted 15, 14 to 16 years ago myself. He didn't get to a point where he don't really reach out like that. So I'll just reach out once every couple of weeks and be like, hey, have a nice day or whatever. He even be in his feelings. He'd be like, why you just say thanks? Because he'll be like, oh, you have a wonderful day too or something like that. And I'll just say thanks. Like, I'm not finna give you my upbeat energy. I'm just going to respond accordingly. I'm going to give you the energy that you give me. Because I put way too much energy. Like, energy is real. It's not just somebody saying energy and vibes and all this other stuff. It is really real. I have drained myself in the past by doing the most because I believed in supporting my friends wholeheartedly, even if they weren't supporting me. I believed in pouring into them, even if they didn't believe in pouring into me. If I could tell y'all all the money that I have basically thrown in the trash trying to support certain people, or I've given people who are supposed to be my friends who told me, oh, I'm going to get this back to you, and they got jobs, and they still haven't given it back to me. Y'all don't even understand. I'm just saying, I have poured too much into people, and I don't get what I'm supposed to get back, or the bare minimum that I should get back. And it's just like with the divorce dude. He don't reach out to me. Don't sit up here and tell me you love me, you want to be with me. I believe me and you supposed to be together. We should move in together. I see me and you having a little girl together. I think I'm going to finally be able to have me a little girl with you. What is you talking about? You don't even reach out to me and say, hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. I noticed your first day back at work. How was? You don't reach out to me at all. Only time I hear from him, essentially, is when I see him at work and passing because he finna leave out and I'm coming in. And he just so happened to see me because my meeting might have ran over a little bit. And where he works is nowhere near where I work. So when I'm on the ground level, before I go upstairs, we're never going to have a moment where we're going to cross paths unless it's a situation like that. Or he would have to take it upon himself to be like, all right, let me go up these steps. I think she's here today. Let me go see what it's hitting for. Like, I didn't even tell him that I'm going to be off from officially today until Thursday afternoon. And then I'll go in Friday morning. I ain't telling him nothing, which means there will not be an invite for him to come over here for us to watch movies, TV shows, play games, or none of that. So I'm just saying, like, we ain't finna go walk in. It's hot outside. I ain't finna go walk in. And it's about to start raining. It's been raining on and off, but it's going to be bad between Wednesday and Thursday, which I don't care because I'm going to be in the house. Once it really starts Wednesday, I'm going to be in the house by that time. I'm going to be out for like maybe an hour and a half tops. So even if it does get pushed back, well, pushed forward, let me put it like that, and it comes in a little bit faster, I should still be in the house before it gets bad. But it's supposed to be bad from Wednesday on to the weekend here. I plan on sleeping. Like I said, I'm probably going to wash my hair, and I think I'm going to do a certain hairstyle. Y'all will see. Still going to be with the similar type of hair like what it is. I got some right here, y'all. It's going to be with this hair. Except it's not going to be looking all whatever like it look right now. But this is what the hair look like. Not like this. This is going to be thrown away because I ended up pulling this when trying to. So I'm throwing this away. But it's going to be the exact hair that I used last time. Just fresh out of a pack. I'm about to throw this away like I said. If I do that particular hairstyle, if I don't, y'all gonna see me froed out or some kind of natural style. But I don't know. I want that protective style. So we're gonna see if it happens. I'm gonna try to pull it out of retirement. But it's a style that I hate doing. But once I'm actually finished doing it, I love the outcome. We're gonna see. And I got something else in mind too. So the old me creeping in again, like I told y'all. I'll be having these moments where I'm like, well, I want to do that hairstyle, but I want to do this one. I got about 4 hairstyles right now in my mind that I want to do, but right now it's specifically the one that includes this hair. But we gonna see. But yeah, I'm gonna, as always, keep y'all updated on that situation with the divorced man. Married man side heifer saga. Ain't nothing really going on right now outside of everybody reading the married man, because like I told you, he's trying to roll up on like everybody, and it's like, sir, everybody is saying the same thing about how he an alright looking person, but he just come off as dirty. I keep trying to tell y'all, like, I wish y'all could see what I mean. Like, it seems like an oxymoron, because it's like, how you fine, but you look dirty and dusty and all that at the same time. It don't even make sense, but that's what it is. That's what it is. It's so funny. But anyway, I feel like I'm leaving a lot out, but if I think of something else before I go back to work and the mess decides to roll again, for those of y'all know, I'll let y'all know. And also, I'm about to go see my friend talking about with this It's for Rock situation. I think she said something funny. I didn't see the emoji she put behind it. I thought it was a crying emoji. I was too far away from the camera to see what it was. So hopefully ain't nothing bad going on. She was laughing, I think. So I'm gonna make sure I pin that down in the comment section so I don't scare nobody when they get to that part on one of the videos that I put up. But anyway, y'all, I'm done for now. I'm about to go continue watching some Umbrella Academy. I've seen everything else. All right, y'all, be safe out there. Bye.